Hello, my friends. Here we are in week 4. This week on Saturday, you have our Blackboard activities due here, and our first lesson plan, which was based on the aesthetic or art domain, which was last week's stuff, that is due this week. Do not freak out if your lesson plan is not perfect or you're not sure. I'm going to give it back to you to redo it. So I don't want you to freak out and not know what to put, and email me if you have a question. I'm still working on the professional part of it. Mary Jane and I have been emailing. So that is what's coming up. Week 5 coming up. Our teacher made material number 1 is due. And I want to remind you that I have it in this week 4 folder just so you can see it. Teacher made materials, info, and rubric. And I think I have them down here. The directions again, and how points are going to be divvied up. If we cannot figure out a time to meet in week 5, I'm not going to be upset about it, but I will have you either videotape yourself explaining it and posting a YouTube link, which I think might be cool, and then we all can watch it, or take pictures. But I think we're going to do a video. I think we'll plan on doing that. So with your iPhone, you'll make your teacher-made material, and then you'll videotape yourself explaining it. All right, let's close that. I think I have the rubric out so you see the grade sheet. That's what you'll get back. Easy peasy. All right, so chapter 3 PowerPoint is the first thing I want you to look at. And this is about planning small group activities. You can blow through this after you read your chapter. This is a lot about lesson planning for small groups, so I really want you to look at your chapter. So when you're doing it, it goes through each area and how to fill it in. You choose a goal, you choose an objective, action words and objective. Remember this slide. Let me see. Because when you go to write objectives here, these words will help you to say what the child's objective is going to be. Also, you know what, I just had a thought. When you're writing objectives, you can use Bloom's taxonomy, describing words. Let's see if I can get an image up for you. Action words for Bloom's taxonomy. This is like knowledge is the bottom of the pyramid and you go up, 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 and this is the highest level of learning here under create. So these are all words that you can use to help you write objectives. I think that's what we were talking about, right? Objectives? Yes, right here we're going to be writing objectives. So your assignment is going to be, while I have that open, is you're going to be given a goal and you're going to write 3 objectives starting at a very basic level, having a medium level, and then going more advanced. Pages here in your text for help with that, but also you can use these. So these 3 are going to be the beginning. These kind of 3 are going to be, or these 2 in the middle are the medium level objectives, and then these 2 are the higher learning, or the higher learning words you can use to write objectives. So I will put this on Blackboard. It's not up yet, but I just remembered that, so I will do that. All right, back to this. So this will help you. So when you're doing content, you want to make sure they're related to your goal and activity, materials, procedures. I have some teaching strategies linked here for you also on this page in your text. What feedback loops look like. I know Charvet is an expert in that. Simplifying, extensions, evaluations, developmental direction. So read through this, activity types, and then you're going to go and you're going to do the assignment, which is not that, which is here. So after you do that, you'll upload it. You'll download it to your computer, write your objectives, upload it back here, turn it in, and this is week 4. So everything for week 4 is going to be due on the 30th at night. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. All right. Chapter 4's PowerPoint is on group time activities, so large group. The last one was small group. So this is basically when you have everybody in the room together. It goes through components. So kind of like a lesson plan, but just for group time. Hyperlinks here, you can click and get some ideas of what these look like because you are going to be writing a group time strategies, how to involve children, blah, 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 blah. You're going to be using this figure, page 123, 4.9, and that's this assignment right here. And I have it up here. So this is what it looks like in your book. And you're going to plan out a group time for your, what is going on? Ugh. You're going to plan a group time for your unit of study, your big theme, your project. So you can come up with games, songs, find a book you might read, and you'll, my thing is going crazy. And you'll do it in this order. So it'll just be a Word document that you'll upload back to here because it's an assignment. All right, chapter 10 is about the affective domain, and that's social and emotional. So you can go through this, read the chapter, please, and thank you, please, and thank you. That's not a very long one. Let me close that. And then your assignment for the affective domain is here. And you're going to watch these video links, so hyperlinks. So hit Control, see how it highlighted? If you do Command or Control that and hold it down, you're going to answer the question. So what stages will we most see in preschool? What kinds of things in the classroom will show that the children are struggling with these emotional things? You're going to watch this one, Developing Self-Esteem. You're going to watch about emotional intelligence and then go to page 308. Let's see if I can go real quick. And you're going to do your own emotional intelligence. Here it is. I thought it was on page 308. Let's see if I go to 309. We need Jeopardy music like do 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 do. Let me go back a little more. All right, I don't know where it is. That's that. Emotional development. Huh. Well, I will get back to you on that because I don't know where that is. And my book is in my car. Hold on, I'm looking for something still. I lost it. How does this happen? Oh, here it is. All right, I will check on this. So no worries right now. And then I will update it on this file here when I figure it out. And then you're going to watch the last one on building resilience. And then you're going to think of some kind of stressors that you think young kids might have today. So that's that assignment. There's the teacher made materials stuff again. And then nothing is due for a week-long activity plan until the end, but I wanted to explain this because if you do it while we're going throughout the term, you won't have to do it at the end all at once. So this is the order we're turning in our lesson plans. And when you're planning for a week in a program or a center, you will kind of do a goal like this. So I don't care what goals you use. You can use creative curriculum goals. You can use the Michigan goals. That's fine. They're both in course information up here. So this is what your template looks like. I opened the wrong one. So you'll download this and save it. You'll put the name of your study or project here. So whatever you chose to do, nests, all those things we talked about. Let me open up the sample. I thought I opened it, but I did not. All right. Ah! Oh, here it is. Like, we already looked at that one. So when you finish your aesthetic lesson plan and I get back to you and we edit it and we fix it, you're going to throw it in here. Let me open up the blank one next to it. So you're going to do Monday. What's the aesthetic lesson plan? And then you're going to have the activity and the goal listed for that plan. You're only going to have, this is where it gets a little confusing, we're only going to make one actual full long lesson plan for each of these domains. I wish you could see me right now because I'm talking with my hands and pointing to things, but you can't see me. All right, so you're going to do One of your lesson plans is going to go here for aesthetic. Then you are going to make up or find activities on Pinterest, Google, blah, 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 blah. Another aesthetic one for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You're not going to write a lesson plan. You're just going to write what the activity is, so like this, and then you're going to go and find those goals from either Creative Curriculum or the standards of Michigan. So these four are basically, you're going to look for stuff that would fit. You can come up with it. It can be a song, it could be a dramatic play, it could be a finger play, anything that's going to be aesthetic. But the only one you're writing out a full lesson plan for is going to be the Monday ones. So the same thing, when you write your social emotional lesson plan, oh, I guess just emotional, it's going to go here, what the activity was, what your goals and standards were for that. Then you're going to go find 4 other activities, but you're not writing lesson plans for them. So these are just things that you've found to support your unit or theme online, and you're just going to find the goals or the standards that would match up with it. So instead of doing a whole lesson plan for all of this stuff, you're just writing a brief description of what the activity is, and then you're going to match goals to the activity. I know it's kind of confusing. So you're only writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole lesson plans. Short description of the activity, the goals listed here. That's what it looks like over here. Then for the rest of this, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you have to have an activity for every day of every domain, but I'm only wanting you to go find the activity, explain it, and match goals to it. So if we need to do a hangout on this, it's kind of confusing, but you can get started on this as we do your lesson plans. So when you're looking at the arts for your study, you might come across a song, you might come across a dramatic play thing, you might come across another fun art activity to do, you might come across a sand, water, table kind of sensory thing to do. Bookmark it or throw it in here and then go to the State of Michigan website, go to the Creative Curriculum goals, and then you're going to match it up to those. Very confusing to understand when I'm not explaining it to you in person. So when you look at this, get back to me if you're confused. We'll figure it out. I'm running out of time on my taping thing. They only give me 15 minutes. All right, so that is week 4. Ignore this. Just ignore it. It's there just for fun. All right, email me. We'll Google Hangout. Don't freak out. Have a good week. Talk to you soon.